On this edition of Tech Trends, we try to take a trip into where the world has now known as the heart of innovation in Lagos, and that is Yaba, Lagos, home of two of Nigeria's top higher institutions, that is the University of Lagos and the Yaba College of Technology, which points to the possible reason why Yaba has gradually become the hub of tech in Nigeria. I'll be speaking to a lot of startups to know how they're doing and what they're working at this point in time.
The journey has been beautiful. It's been challenging. I've been able to bridge the gap within running both innovation at the same time. It started with Creatify, building strategies for brands, especially at the non-profit angle, to see that we can actually apply commercial strategies using technology to solve social impact. The focus at the moment is to see how we can allow people to get to know more about the platform. We've been able to increase our user base, but we're now looking at the fact that we can go from pre-revenue to the revenue stage. Because what we've been doing actually is to see that we can actually have this startup in our platform to at least amplify their voices, let people be aware of whatever products or inventions they're showcasing, and see how best they can actually connect to investors and mentors. So now we're looking at the stage whereby we're going to conferences to pitch various events to see how people can at least associate with our events, associate with our products, corporate partnership, and see how people can actually come on the platform. Yes, we've been opportunity to be invited for the Young Diplomat Forum holding in London later on in September. We are also looking at those kind of platforms to see how we can at least get investors, but more at the time to see that we can actually be projecting more of the visions of the startups, at least demonstrating more how the product can actually help them build their own businesses. We work with a couple of social media influencers to see that at least the integrations we have online every Saturday have been able to build about 25 million impressions and over 600,000 account Twitter reach. Because basically what we look at the fact that we can see that at least how many of these people can get to know whatever they're doing at that same time within Saturday 8 o'clock period or a 1 hour period that we have the session. Imagine having a session where you have to deal with an M-Pesa in Kenya and a Paga in Nigeria, bringing such people together to collaborate on a project. It will give people that kind of impression that they can also build their businesses via that collaborative platform. So we have people coming on that kind of thing, seeing that we can trend online with that product and see that the information can reach. We receive so much feedback about how we can even do best, especially the fact that we can also, like 2 weeks ago, we had the president of the African Agents Business Network coming on the platform also to share some of these experiences with the startup, because basically for us, it's not about their success stories, but their untold stories of making sure people can connect with them. Because people actually feel that, okay, by the time I can do this and also have a side job, and we are saying that if you can leverage on the platform you're working right now, seeing that people can have the right communication and the right contact, then they'll be able to see that, okay, sustainability for every of their products or inventions is key than just running a business. Even if you want to recognize the fact that young business people exist, see how the fact that you can give them with incentives, and see that the fact that there's a collation of industry-based mentors who are willing to work with these guys. It's not a case of whether you want to pick up your call and you want to call a potential mentor and he gives you the very busy sign, which we understand they're busy. But the fact that if the government can at least create policy whereby these people understand the fact that, like in other parts of the world, ideal people are different from executives. But nowadays we want to be our own MD, we want to be our own fitness person, we want to be our accountant, just because we can't even afford to pay for the list of people. So a collaborative platform like this is what we're looking at, also solving that problem. So if policies are created, if people can even get media support, thanks to Tech Trend doing all of this, how many of these media can give this kind of platform without asking for, using a board brown envelope to be able to sustain whatever they do? And if people don't get to know about your business, who are you selling to? So increasing users base, paying for your ad on Facebook, Twitter, is another expense whereby the government can look on the fact that how do we get this thing at a cheaper cost? Can we create packages for startups to be able to at least achieve all of this purpose, tapping into this incentive. So the president was saying at the International Youth Day about how young business people can tap into incentives provided by government. So the last government did you win. What are you doing for those in the tech and social startup space? So those are the kind of things, and this should be balanced with policy makers and even the media in propagating the goals of these guys.
Once, one day, I and my family were going for a convention in Lekki, and my dad was like, "Where should I take? Should I take through a cool bridge because we stay in Surulere, or should we pass the Third Milan Bridge?" And he decided to take his instinct. While passing through a cool bridge, he found out that route was heavily congested. So on his way trying to avoid and go back, he was called by LASMA. So this made us spend the whole day in last month trying to pay my fines. Then I found out that what's the major problem of traffic congestion and who is solving this? How are they trying to solve this problem? I made a little research for over 9 months. We went out to the streets, we went to the bus drivers, and these guys openly told us that, hey, we cause the traffic in Lagos State, we know that. Why? Because we don't have designated bus stops. Our customers stop on anywhere and we have to stop and pick them so we make money. They also said that the last month officials are also one of the major problems because they tell them to take a particular route and then they get there and hold them. So we also kept on moving further. That's okay, who is solving this problem? How are these guys, some people trying to maneuver the traffic congestion in Lagos? We went online, we saw some guys on Twitter doing very nice stops, giving reports and retweeting reports. But yet, we also asked some of these users that use their handles that how do you feel? And some of them were like, it's great, it's nice, but I don't get reports on my route. I get random reports that it's disturbing. I have to scroll and scroll and scroll to get the reports. By then, the reports will have been void. Then we came up with an idea that if users can get reports within your location down to their destination, it will be very useful for them. As a road user, you're heading to maybe Lekki or Victoria Island and you're stationed here in Yaba. And you go to bittraffic.com. At homepage, you see a tab that says, where are you going today? So all you have to do is just type in your destination. I'm going to Sanusi Platform Street in Victoria Island, Lagos, and you type it. Once you're typing it, you see a drop box and you select on it and search. It takes you to the map, and on the map, it has already navigated a point from your location to where you're going to with blue lines, and you see BitTraffic icon on the map. So all you have to do is just tap on the map, and it automatically filters your reports within your location up to 5 miles ahead. So once you're moving, the map keeps on refreshing to get your location through your GPS and your mobile phone, and the reports that are being gotten from last month officials on the ground. So our reports are authentic, they are gotten from last month officials on the ground, and for you to be sustainable, you have to have some funds to keep on running operations. So we have places of interest listed on our platform, like ATM points, eateries, restaurants, bars, clubs, and the rest, which is very important to road users. You want to go and withdraw your money, you don't know where an ATM bank is. So we list these guys on our platform, and they pay us for listing on our platform for a particular range of period. And you as a user, you could be driving on a particular route and you see a pop-up. There's a GT Bank closer to you, and you want to withdraw money. There's a KFC, there's a Mr. Big, there's a this or that. So we make our money from that segment, place of interest. And also, we are working on something with FRSC and LASMA to enable traffic offenders to pay for fines through our platform. So if, for example, I'm trying to head to my office here and I'm about 2 blocks away, and while moving it was green, then I moved to red. The LASMA guy will chase me, isn't it? So when he gets me, you have to take me down to his office, deflate my tire, I have to go to the bank and pay, come back and all the stress. I want to reduce those 5 hours of delay into 5 minutes, because I encountered it. We spent the whole day in LASMA office and we didn't go to our convention. So users will be able to use their mobile phones to tap tap, and you pay, and off you go. It records on your database, and you're a free man. You don't have to go through all this list.
On our Tech Clinic segment today, we have a question, and it says, how can I participate in your giveaway segment? This is coming from Moses via Facebook. Well, Moses, our giveaway segment seeks to reward viewers on the condition that they participate by following tech trends on social media and answering the question I ask weekly on the show. Now, we use random picker to select the lucky winner. The reality is that we want you to watch tech trends all the time. This is why we designed the giveaway segment. Feel free to interact with us through the details displayed on your screen. It's a wrap on this edition of Tech Trends, but the conversation continues online. You can watch the entire show on the Channels TV YouTube account or via my blog. See you next time.